It's Al here from musicguypodcast.com. If you're a musician stuck at home right now, you're likely wanting to offer video music lessons to your students. Now, if you want the highest quality audio, access to your plugins and virtual instruments, and if you want to have the option to plug in a keyboard or a guitar, then you're going to want to use a piece of DAW software alongside your video conferencing software. Today I'd like to show you my setup and how it works. I'll be using a Mackie Big Knob Studio interface along with Pro Tools and Skype in this video, but I've tested this approach on Hangouts, Discord, Zoom, and OBS, and it has also worked on all of those platforms. Alright, let's open up a new session in Pro Tools. I've already gone ahead and created a mic track, but let's also create a guitar track by going up to our track menu and selecting New, or by pressing Control-Shift-N. We'll create one new mono audio track. And let's double-click the name of that track and rename it Guitar. Now I've got my microphone plugged into channel 1 of my interface. So under the I/O column here, I want to make sure that its tracks input is also set to my interface's channel 1. My guitar is plugged into channel 2, so I want to make sure its input is set to channel 2. If you don't see this I/O column, you can click on this icon to the upper left of your tracks and show or hide your I/O column by clicking on it here. Now, in order for our students to hear the audio coming through these tracks, we need to have the green I buttons illuminated on Pro Tools for each of the tracks. If you don't have this green I button in your version of Pro Tools, you can use the Track Record Enable button instead. Now let's put some EQ on our mic by selecting a blank insert slot. If you don't see this insert column, again, you can click on this icon to the upper left of the tracks and select inserts A through E. Let's click on a blank insert, go to our plugin menu, go to our EQ menu, and select the stock Pro Tools EQ. And to keep things simple, just use a preset. Under the word preset here, click where it says factory default. Let's go down to vocals, and let's use the add air preset. Now you'll notice that the microphone sounds brighter and clearer. Let's add a little bit of compression as well to level out the volume of our microphone and make it a bit louder. Let's click on another blank insert, go to our plugin menu, go to Dynamics, we'll pull up the stock Pro Tools compressor. Again, we'll use a preset, clicking where it says factory default. Let's use vocal comp. Now that made our mic quite a bit louder, so we can turn it down by using the volume control here. And now our microphone's volume is more consistent and a little bit easier to hear. Let's add a guitar amp to our guitar track. We'll click an empty insert, go to our plugin menu, harmonic, and we'll use Sans Amp, which comes free with Pro Tools. Let's choose a preset here. Let's use Clean 1. And we can add some reverb to that by clicking on another blank insert, plugin menu, reverb, and let's use Deverb Stereo, another free plugin with Pro Tools. We use the plate reverb at, say, 25%. All right, now we're ready to send this audio to Skype. In order to get the audio coming from Pro Tools to go into Skype, we're going to use a dual 1/4 inch to stereo 1/8 inch cable, which you could purchase at a Long & McQuade or any music store near you. We're going to plug the left and right 1/4 inch cables into our monitor outputs on our interface, which would normally go to a pair of speakers. And we're going to plug the stereo 1/8 inch side of the cable into the audio in jack on our PC tower, which is right here. Just have a look on the back of your PC tower for the jack labeled audio in. Now, any audio that is routed to come out of your interface, which would normally go to your speakers, will be sent to your computer's sound card through this audio in jack in the back. All right, so now we can go to the bottom right of our screen and right-click this little speaker icon here and select Recording Devices. Look for a device called Line-In High Definition Audio Device or something like that, and make sure it's set as your default recording device. If you see little green lights here as you're talking into your microphone, then you know that it's receiving audio. You can go to its properties, go to levels, and set your line-in level if you're having trouble with your audio coming in too loud. All right, now let's go ahead and open Skype. Click on these three dots up here and go to Settings. Go to Audio Video. And make sure that your microphone is set to your line-in high-definition audio device. And now Skype should be hearing the sound coming out of Pro Tools. Finally, make sure Automatically Adjust Microphone Settings is set to off. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'd be happy to help you out. You can find all the episodes of our podcast at musicguypodcast.com, and you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.